So competition season, again, so we're looking more of February, early March. This would be more of a February workout. There's Sunday, the varsity is still doing their long run, and we're increasing. So you're gonna see the 8 to 10 miles, but it might be 8 miles in January, and now they're at 9 and 10 miles. Again, that's the high-end varsity kids that are running racing 2 miles. It comes back down for the younger kids too. So mile warm-up, bands, hurdles, recovery run. Again, our recovery run has bumped up now. And now we might do 6 200s fast. For those kids that still can't really handle that, they're gonna do less. Tuesday, a workout might be 20 400s with 1 minute rest. It sounds overwhelming, and a lot of the kids won't get to 20. They'll drop out sooner. One thing I absolutely love about coaching distance kids, for the most part, you always have your outliers, but for the most part, you have kids who want to be there and they want to get better. And I talk about that at the end, how intrinsically motivated these kids are. So when we do this workout, let's say I have 30 kids out there doing this workout. There's some kids, when they've fallen off their pace, I tell them, you're done, get out. And they're begging, no coach, let me do 1 or 2 more. And then there's some kids who are just done. But they don't always get to this exact, point, but they want to be there. And I think different than some other events, especially in track and field, where you're having to pull them to run the mile relay, or you're trying to convince them, these kids want to be better. They're out there because they want to be. And it's a beautiful thing that I give them a workout and their goal is to finish it. But it's all about quality. So if the quality starts dropping off, then we call it a day. I want them to hit this, and if a varsity girl is hitting 90, 95 and she's having a bad day, then we're gonna cut out early. Wednesday, recover. Thursday, I love intervals that are broken. So we do, for example, 3 times a broken 600. So what that looks like is they would run a 400 fast at like a, girls 70-ish, boys 60-ish, and then they would do a slow but steady jog across the field and run another 200. So they're running 600, and there's a really, really quick rest in between the 4 and the 2, but they're running a 600 meter, but then you're getting really fast quality and good turnover. Instead of, if we had 3 600s, they'd be a lot slower, which we do that workout at times too, but sometimes if you just want them to really get that high quality intensity in, they have a 400, you have a really quick turnaround, and then a 200. Sometimes we'll do a workout where we run a 400 and they just rest there at the finish line with me for 30 seconds. They're walking, jogging, and then they're up again, and then they have to sprint that last 200. Then they have a 3-minute rest. So this would be an example where then Friday we take off. They might ice bath, they might jog a little bit, and then on Saturday they have their race or races, and I want them to get maybe 5 more miles in. So whether that means a 1 mile warm up, and then when they're done with their races for the day, another 3 miles or 4 miles, they've got to get that time in. And that's always hard. You've got to teach that they've got, because when you're at a track meet, obviously you're running around, you're chasing everybody down. You can't always take time to pull those kids aside and say, make sure you get your cool down in. It needs to be something that they know going in, that as soon as they finish their race, as soon as they recover, they kick their spikes off, get a sip of water, then they get in there and start cooling down.